Welcome. Action Coach is the biggest coaching company in the world. We've got 1,500 coaches, 40-odd countries now, so it's truly global. And that gives us a lot of benefits and leverage when we're coaching clients because we can call on a massive resource. So contextually, that's something you should understand. I used to work for ICI PLC, which is now Akzo Nobel, changed hands a few years ago. And then latterly I worked with a company called David S. Smith, which is in the paper business. So the first company I worked for was Dulux. So it was paint, and then I went to paper. And I've been a business owner since 1997. So I'm actually a business owner and a business coach, and it helps me when I'm coaching clients to have a business of my own. So there are 4 stages of learning. Starts off with unconscious incompetence. So obviously I'm putting this in the context of a business owner, okay, not so much a school child or a student, but it's the same principle. So some people have an entrepreneurial seizure and they decide to start their own business. I mean, why would you start your own company? You know, you might be fed up with your boss, your prospects, the environment, whatever. So there's a motivation to start. And what happens is these people become business owners, but they're not. They're technicians who've bought themselves a job. That's what happens. And that's why most businesses fail. The next phase and I'll distinguish this later in the morning, but is where the self-employed person is consciously incompetent. So he's sort of aware, he or she's aware, that they're incompetent. Now that's progress for a business owner. At least you're aware of your incompetence. And then it gets quite exciting because if they survive, they're now consciously competent about what they're doing in their business. So there's an awareness, there's a consciousness, obviously, to be aware, and they're reasonably competent at what they do, but they're still very much in the bought themselves a job category. And the bit we get to when we're coaching clients is we get them here to unconscious competence. So the business is running properly, it's a well-oiled machine, and I'll develop that later. And that's the trick. That's the big step between a self-employed individual who's bought themselves a job and getting them to a business owner who is, and I'll define that later, who is unconsciously competent about what he's doing. So the vision's clear, the plan is clear, the goals are clear, the actions are clear of what they need to do in the business. Any business, whether it's ICI, my old company, David S. Smith, Joe Bloggs, business owner down the road, same thing applies. So the things in red are what you can influence, and the things in green are the outcomes. If we put the conversion rate up 10%, it doesn't go to 37, it goes to 27.5%. So that would now give us 1,210 customers. 10% on the number of transactions goes to 2.2. 10% on the average value transaction takes it from 100 to 110. So the turnover has gone up to nearly 300,000, and we put 10% on the margins. So that's the 46% increase in turnover by applying 10% to each of these 5 ways that you can influence your business, or 61% increase in profits. Now, isn't that interesting?